A sweet human goes on his first blind date, but his match isn't human. It's a delicate little kitten. To make a good impression, he specially prepared yarn balls in a cardboard box that cats love. But just minutes before meeting, a friend tells him the date might not be a cat, but a Bengal tiger. Plays it cool. After all, big cat or small cat, they're all cats, right? But then, his friend tells him big cats really like biting necks when they mate. There have been several incidents already. Hearing this, the boy's not so calm anymore. Better put all this stuff away. Just imagining a big cat chasing him is pretty scary. But before he can finish packing, the big cat arrives. He expected a fierce beast. Instead, it's an elegant gentleman. His name is Chung Surui, heir to an earldom. One look and the boy is smitten, frozen in place. After exchanging names, the big cat Chung spots the unfinished yarn ball. The boy awkwardly explains he wanted to knit a sweater for his father, but he's not very good at it. The big cat Chung says he can help, since he's pretty good at it. After picking up the yarn, he spots the cardboard box prepared for a kitty. The boy keeps explaining he had it shipped from overseas. The big cat looks skeptical, staring intently at the box. Guess tigers like these things too. To distract the big cat, he offers to pour him some tea. But when he comes back, the big cat is sitting right in the box, knitting away. The boy is too shocked to speak, but the big cat tells him to wait a bit. It'll be done soon. A handsome big cat gets hit on by a flashy green peafowl seeking a mate. But he calmly refuses, saying his mom doesn't like poultry. He just wants to end the conversation and get back to eating his meat. Turns out after that last meeting, the big cat never contacted the boy again. He barely managed to pull strings to get another date. The boy doesn't want to give up, so he stakes out the restaurant where the big cat works. Hearing how handsome the big cat is, his friend is even more excited than him. Sure enough, when the big cat comes out, they're both mesmerized. They watch as the big cat digs into 10 pounds of meat. Seeing his appetite, they're stunned. Won't eating that much cause problems? But thinking about it, he's a big cat. Eating a lot is normal. Then they notice something all green slinking over to the big cat. His friend says straight up, anyone walking like that can't be up to any good. The green peafowl greets the big cat, asking if he remembers him. Turns out they've been on a blind date before. The big cat says his memory is very good. Happy that he remembers, the peafowl smiles. We're both level 1 protected animals, super rare. The big cat responds coolly, hoping the conversation will end soon since his meat is getting cold. After all that build-up, the peafowl finally reveals his purpose. We're both endangered. We should be together. The big cat replies flatly, you make a good point, but my mom doesn't like poultry. The peafowl loses it. He's a peafowl. But the big cat pulls up search results, showing him green peafowl belong to the large poultry family. The peafowl deflates instantly. Living 300 years without knowing he's poultry is pretty impressive. They say you can't touch a tiger's tail. But the big cat Chung actually puts his tail on the boy, showing his affection. Because of work, the three meet again. While spending time with the big cat, casual touches make the boy fall harder for him. But the big cat stays lukewarm toward the boy. One day, the big cat suddenly drops by. He wants help editing a speech. The boy happily agrees. After all, it's someone he likes. They chat away pleasantly. The big cat slowly lets his guard down around the boy. Suddenly, the boy sees something black and white striped sticking out behind the big cat, swinging back and forth. The boy asks curiously what that is. The big cat grabs his own tail. His face stays calm. He tells him it's his tail. He doesn't know when it came out. But the boy excitedly rushes over, and they come from all angles, and asks if he can touch it. The big cat panics and dodges away, refusing. Seeing the boy's disappointed face, the big cat says once they finish the speech he can. The boy instantly perks up, filled with energy. Even the big cat is stunned, watching the boy work quietly. The big cat thinks no wonder his last name is Wen. Wen as in gentle. The boy notices the big cat's gaze. His face turns bright red. After all, the person he likes is actually noticing him. What he didn't expect is cat would make the first one. The boy feels the touch and is a bit surprised. But the big cat's tail soothes him, making him incredibly happy. A tiger who doesn't understand romance, trying to find the right partner, actually proposes to his childhood friend, but gets an angry earful in return. Are you on top, or am I on top? Or am I on top? The big cat is confused why he'd say such a thing. Can't two bros just live together? The handsome big cat becomes famous through his speech. The boy suggests he open a social media account, but the big cat has never liked that much attention from so many people. That's why he refused to add the boy before. Is the friend he mentions all the same person? It turns out he and Zibiao knew each other since childhood, then became comrades in our relationship is special. Learning this, the boy asked the ultimate question, since you two know each other so well, and you want to find the right partner, why don't you just marry him? The big cat has a light bulb moment. Why didn't he think of that before? Right now, the boy wants to kick himself. He didn't actually want to set them up.
He just said it without thinking.
Then the big cat seriously calls his friend, asking if, since they're a perfect match from childhood, they should get married. But angry cursing comes from the other end. The big cat is confused and regret. Why would he say such a thing? His friend is speechless. You actually know about that. The big cat asks, can't we consider being roommates? But his friend completely refuses. He's a normal male. The big cat sighs. Finding the right partner is so hard. Then the call gets hung up without mercy. Turns out the tail is a tiger's sensitive spot. The sweet big cat hurriedly backs away. But to keep the boy from being sad, the big cat actually uses his tail to show affection. Last time they met, the boy forced the big cat to register an account to get closer. The boy nervously sends the big cat his first message. He thought the big cat wouldn't log on, but the big cat actually replies. This makes the boy secretly happy. But the truth is, the sweet big cat has no idea he can log off. The boy is thrilled. The big cat is adorably clueless. The boy was going to teach him how to log off, but the big cat says so the boy can reach him. He just won't log off. The boy is overjoyed. His efforts are finally paying off. The big cat is finally starting to care about him, so he strikes while the iron's hot, asking the big cat if he has time to grab a meal. But the romance challenge big cat turns him down flat. Not only is this week no go, next week isn't either. He was a bit disappointed. He thought he was a bit special to him. But apparently he's just like everyone else. Guess he was reading too much into it. The next day, looking at the unanswered chat, the boy feels crushed. He vents to his friend. But his friend tells him, Earl Chong the big cat had to go on a mission. That's why he didn't reply. The boy's mood immediately brightens up. They say you can't touch a tiger's tail. But the big cat Chong actually puts his tail on the boy to show affection. Because of work, they meet again. While spending time with the big cat, casual touches make the boy fall harder for him. But the big cat stays lukewarm toward the boy. One day the big cat suddenly drops by. He wants help editing a speech. The boy happily agrees. After all, it's someone he likes. They chat away pleasantly. The big cat slowly lets his guard down around the boy. Suddenly the boy sees black and white stripes sticking out behind the big cat, swinging back and forth. The boy asks curiously what that is. The big cat grabs his own tail. Face stays calm. He tells him it's his tail. He doesn't know when it came out. But the boy excitedly rushes over, looking at the tail from all angles, and asks if he can touch it. The big cat panics and dodges away, refusing. Seeing the boy's disappointed face, the big cat says once they finish the speech, he can. The boy instantly perks up, filled with energy. Even the big cat is stunned. Watching the boy work quietly, the big cat thinks no wonder his last name is Wen. Wen Haoxue. The boy notices the big cat's gaze. His face turns bright red. After all, the person he likes is actually noticing him. What he didn't expect is the big cat would actually put his tail on him. A boy experiencing first love falls for a tiger. But this tiger doesn't understand romance. He's only lukewarm about the boy's advances. But as the boy spends more time with the big cat, he likes him more and more. He doesn't want to give up, so he stakes out where the big cat works, hoping to run into him. While waiting, he happens to see his good friend. From him he learns the big cat went on a mission on a private jet. Running into the big cat here is almost impossible. The boy doesn't give up. As snow starts falling outside, suddenly he sees the big cat walking through the door. He excitedly stands up and greets the big cat. He plays it cool, asking why the big cat is here. The big cat is all business. You said if you had time you wanted to meet. I happen to have time now. The boy is secretly pleased. He tells the big cat he just wanted to see him. The sweet big cat doesn't catch the meaning. He just replies flatly, well, you're seeing me now. So now what? The boy fumbles. He wants to touch him, but he's too shy to say it out loud. The boy's face is bright red. He's shocked he'd even think such a thing. To get more time with the big cat, he suggested going ice skating with the big cat. In the car, the boy tried to make conversation. He asked the big cat how he got there. The big cat told him he ran over. The boy was shocked. He ran from 3 miles away. The big cat didn't think it was a big deal. He calmly explained his speed is 60 miles per hour. The boy looked at the car's speedometer. He was only driving 28 miles per hour. No doubt about it, the big cat's stamina is incredible. A soft human's first blind date. His date wasn't human though. It was a delicate little kitten. To make a good impression, he specially prepared yarn balls and cardboard boxes that cats love. Just minutes before meeting, his friend told him the date wasn't a cat, but a Bengal tiger. Oh, tiger. The boy played it cool. Big cat, small cat, they're all cats anyway. But then his friend told him big cats love to bite necks when mating. And there'd been several incidents already. After hearing that, the boy wasn't cool anymore. Better pack up these things. Just imagining the big cat chasing him was enough to freak him out. But before he could finish packing, The big cat arrived. He expected a fierce beast, but what came was an elegant gentleman. His name was Changsu. He was an earl's heir. The boy fell for him at first sight. He just stood there stunned. After introductions, Chang the big cat noticed the yarn ball that wasn't packed away. The boy awkwardly explained he wanted to knit a sweater for his father, but didn't really know how. Chang the big cat immediately offered to help. After all, he was really good at it. He picked up the yarn ball and noticed the cardboard box prepared for cats. The boy kept explaining he had it shipped from overseas. The big cat was skeptical. He stared at the box intently. Looks like tigers like these things too. To distract the big cat, he offered to pour him some tea. But when he came back, the big cat was already in the box knitting a sweater. The boy was too shocked to speak. The big cat just told him to wait a moment. Almost done. A handsome big cat got hit on by a flashy green peacock asking to mate. But he coolly rejected him, saying his mom doesn't like poultry. He just wanted to finish the conversation and get back to his meat. After their last meeting, the big cat never contacted the boy again. He had to pull strings just to get another date with him. The boy didn't want to give up, so he staked out the restaurant where the big cat worked. Knowing the big cat handsome, his friend was even more excited than he was. Sure enough, when the big cat came out, they were both mesmerized. They watched the big cat dig into 10 pounds of meat on the table. Seeing the big cat's appetite, they were stunned. Eating that much won't cause constipation. But thinking about it, he's a big cat after all. Makes sense he'd eat more. Then, they noticed the creature all in green sashaying toward the big cat. His friend said straight up, anyone who walks like that is definitely up to no good. The green peacock greeted the big cat. He asked if the big cat still remembered him. Turns out they'd been on a blind date too. The big cat said he had a good memory. The green peacock was happy he remembered all and said we're both first-class protected species, super rare. The big cat responded coolly, but in his mind he hoped the conversation would end quickly. After all, his meat was getting cold. After all that build-up, the peacock finally revealed his purpose. We're both endangered animals. We should be together. The big cat replied expressionlessly, that makes sense. But my mom doesn't like poultry. After hearing that, the peacock flipped out. He was a peacock. But the big cat pulled up search results to show him. Green peacocks are large poultry. The peacock instantly lost his confidence. After all, living 300 years before finding out your poultry is pretty impressive. They say don't touch a tiger's tail. But Chong the big cat actually put his tail on the boy, showing his affection. The two met again for work. Spending time with the big cat, every little touch made the boy more obsessed with him. But the big cat stayed lukewarm toward the boy. That day the big cat suddenly showed up. He wanted him to help revise a speech. The boy happily agreed. After all, it was the person he liked. They had a great conversation. The big cat slowly let his guard down around the boy. Suddenly the boy saw something black and white sticking out behind the big cat. It was swaying back and forth. The boy curiously asked what it was. The big cat grabbed his tail. Totally calm. He told him it was his tail. He didn't know when it came out. The boy excitedly ran over and examined the tail from all angles. He even asked if he could touch it. The big cat quickly backed away and refused. Seeing the boy's disappointment, the big cat said he could after they finished the speech. The boy instantly perked up, full of energy. The big cat was amazed, watching the boy work quietly. The big cat thought no wonder his last name is Wen, which also means gentle. The boy noticed the big cat's gaze. His face instantly turned red. After all, the person he liked was actually paying attention to him. What he didn't expect. The big cat actually put his tail on him. The boy felt the touch, a bit surprised. But the big cat's tail made him incredibly happy. A boy in his first love fell for a tiger. But the tiger didn't understand romance. When the boy showed interest, he stayed lukewarm. But the more the boy spent time with the big cat, the more he liked him. He didn't want to give up, so he went to stake out the big cat's workplace, hoping to run into him. While waiting, he happened to see his friend. From him, he learned the big cat took a private jet on missions. Running into the big cat here was nearly impossible. The boy didn't give up. When it started snowing outside, he suddenly saw the big cat walk in. He excitedly stood up to greet him. He casually asked why the big cat was there. The big cat was very businesslike. Didn't you say to meet up if I was free? I happen to be free now. The boy felt secretly pleased. He told the big cat he just wanted to see him. But the clueless big cat didn't get the meaning. He just replied flatly, well, you've seen me now, so what? The boy was flustered. He wanted to touch him, but he was too shy to say it. The boy's face was completely red. Shocked he even had such thoughts. To spend more time with the big cat, he suggested they go ice skating. In the car, the boy tried to make conversation. He asked how the big cat got there. The big cat told him he ran over. The boy was shocked. He ran from 3 miles away. The big cat didn't think it was a big deal. He calmly explained his speed is 60 miles per hour. The boy looked at the car's speedometer. He was only driving 28 miles per hour. No doubt about it, the big cat's stamina is incredible. The soft human's blind date is a tiger who doesn't understand romance. And he's completely clueless. Tigers in spring go into heat. It's really uncomfortable. Childhood friend Zibiao urged the big cat that even if he didn't get married, dating someone to ease it would be fine. But Chong the big cat was different from him. Though both tigers, the big cat always took suppressants. The wild Zibiao measured it as one chicken. He instantly stared at the big cat with a weird look.
Asking, bro, you can't handle it. How's one enough? The big cat was speechless.
He explained they were suppressants to control testosterone. Zibiao was shocked. He thought that stuff was bad for you. He never took it in. Big cat finally understood. All of Ziao's infuriating behavior was because he wasn't taking his meds. The boy kept hitting walls trying to ask the big cat out. So his family found him a new blind date. But the boy still couldn't forget Chong the big cat. Even so, the next day he followed his family's advice. He went to an exhibition with his new date Wu Shan. But he ran into the green peacock who'd confessed to the big cat. Seeing the boy with someone else, he mocked him for switching targets so fast. Humans are so fickle. The boy was annoyed. He pretended not to know him. The green peacock wouldn't let it go. Weren't you hanging around the Earl last time? Did you give up? Or are you playing the field while he's away working? The boy couldn't take his rudeness anymore. He finally snapped. Chang Sirui told me some large poultry was harassing him. That wouldn't be, would it? Sure enough, the peacock lost his cool. The soft human wanted to pet the big cat's tail the first time he saw it. But the tail is a tiger's sensitive spot. The clueless big cat quickly backed away. So the boy wouldn't be sad. The big cat actually used his tail to show the boy affection. Last time the boy forced the big cat to register an account. To get closer. The boy nervously sent the big cat his first message. He thought the big cat wouldn't be online. But the big cat actually replied. This made the boy secretly happy. Truth was, the clueless big cat had no idea you could log off. The boy was over the moon. The big cat was adorably clueless. The boy was about to teach the big cat how to log off. But the big cat said he'd stay online so the boy could reach him. The boy was thrilled, thinking his efforts were finally paying off, and the big cat was starting to care about him. So he struck while the iron was hot and asked if the big cat had time to grab dinner. But the romance-clueless big cat turned him down flat. Not just this week, but next week too. The boy was disappointed. He thought he was special to him. But apparently he was just like everyone else. Guess he was reading too much into it. The next day, looking at the unanswered chat, the boy's good role. He complained to his friend. But his friend told him the big cat Earl was on a mission, that's why he didn't reply. The boy's mood instantly brightened. The boy was set up on a blind date with a tiger. He expected him to be fierce and scary. But spending time together, he realized the big cat had a gentle and caring heart. Though the big cat wasn't good with words. As they spent more time together, the big cat had won the boy's heart. To build a better connection with the big cat, the boy pretended he couldn't skate, so the big cat would teach him. The boy pretended to be clumsy as he learned. The big cat supported him. Watching the big cat hold his hand, the boy felt so